Maybe in milk, it like chewies-fies it up. That's not a thing. That's not what milk does. Happy birthday, everybody, and welcome to Cerealsly, where we take cereals seriously. My name is Alex, and you wouldn't think it to look at me now, but back in 1996, I was on the homecoming court at my high school. Here's a picture of me. And here's another one of me and actually I don't know what to call her, my date, my counterpart, whatever. Her name was Ashley, she's great, and we were in some sort of parade. I was in a parade. Listen, if your peers ever voted for you to ride incorrectly in a convertible, I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. Today on Cerealsly, we're headed into a texture zone where no cereal has ever gone before. We're going to explore the realm of the chewy. Chewy is big nowadays, friends. There are, of course, things that are naturally chewy. Swedish fish, a good pizza crust, Chewy.com, my brother's dog, Chewy, named after, of course, Chewy Baca. But then there are other things in the world that reference chewiness as a good thing and are often intent on making sure we know that they go well beyond the regular levels of chewiness. In this category are extra chewy mints, high chew, big league chew, one of my old-time favorites. In a hard and brittle world, we are all roped in by the promise of unadulterated mastication, and that's why today we'll be looking at two new cereals from Quaker. This new line of granola cereals puts a huge emphasis on their chewy inspiration, which I don't think I've ever considered any other cereal to be. So here are the two cereals for today, and you can see almost immediately what I was talking about. Quaker has separate granola cereals, but these twos, are clearly inspired by chewy granola bars. It's huge in writing here. Now, right now, in your mind, imagine the difference in terms of granola bars. Crispy granola bars are like Nature Valley, those crunchy granola bars that sometimes are so crispy that if you're not careful, they've mostly crumbled in your backpack before you even eat them. Those are crispy. But Quaker makes chewy granola bars, those perfect for lunchbox size bars. We can all probably imagine in our minds right now the taste and texture of those chocolate chip chewy granola bars, or even the peanut butter ones, or s'mores with those awesome little marshmallow marbits inside. So, isn't it crazy that this one is none of those? Instead, we get strawberry? I genuinely don't even know if that's a real flavor of chewy granola bar. And of course, here's the other one, chocolate, just chocolate. What a wild and confusing start. Not chocolate chip, chocolate. And that's certainly not all, because let's take a look at the box. I think you can see it on this. Yes, you can tell, I hope, that these have on them granola grains, but then they also have puffs of some kind, which they call clusters. That's what those darker things, actually, I think, yeah, let's take a look at the strawberry. You can see them even better on the strawberry. There's obviously the grains, but then there's these pink things. But then they call these clusters, they specifically say that they are crispy clusters. What is going on around this thing? Is this a mistake? Are they crispy or are they chewy? Is one of these terms a typo? Or maybe everything else in here, the grain part, is chewy, so they needed something crisp to offset it? What is chewy about this chewy granola cereal? I don't know. But remember, the conceit here is that regular granola just wasn't chewy enough. Probably because I wouldn't describe it as very chewy at all. So they had a meeting at Quaker, and they said, let's make a chewy version. How should we do that? And somebody said, I know, let's add crispy clusters? I am truly flummoxed and excited. What do you think? Will anything in these boxes live up to the name, or are we about to experience the old crunched switcheroo? Friends, it's time to eat some cereal. All right, everybody, I'm ready to go. I got the cereals here, of course. So curious to try these. And then I've got my bowl. I've got my spoon. Today, we've got Skimmy Carter, the former president from Georgia. That is a fan suggestion from Lily, one of our biggest supporters here at Cerealsly. Lily and her family live in Georgia, and that is a great skim pun. Thank you, Lily, and your family for all of the support. Literally, thanks a million for that. All right, let us try these. I don't know which one to start with. I think I'm more interested in the strawberry, even though I cannot connect that with any sort of chewy granola bar. Chocolate seems more run-of-the-mill. Let's try the strawberry. I'm going to go with strawberry first. Again, heavy, like most Quaker granola cereals are, seem heavier than normal cereals. That makes sense. There's a lot of heavy, good grains in this. Let's open it up. Fine bag. It smells strawberry-ish, not too fake strawberry. That's good. I'm not a fan of some strawberry powders. Oh, the clusters are big. Boy, is this pink. Very pink. Much more pink than grain. On the box, it almost looks like it's going to be an even mix, but it's not. It's mostly pink. Let's put that to the side. A lot of these, what they call clusters, they look like lentils. That's what they look like to me. They look like little pink balls of lentils. Lentils, are those chewy? You know, again, I was sitting here thinking about what chewy cereals are there. I would love to hear if you have some things that I'm not thinking of. Down in the comments would be perfect for that. Only thing that came to mind was maybe like a Raisin Bran with raisins in it, so that there was a chewy fruit thing. Maybe this will be chewy. It says crispy clusters. Let's give it a try dry and see what we think. %100% crispy. They're called crispy clusters, so that makes total sense. Why are they calling this chewy granola inspired? What is happening around here? It tasted fine. Yet again, a subtler strawberry than I was worried about. Sometimes these things go nuts and it's like strawberry, fake strawberry in your face. This is not. Very subtle, nice strawberry taste. It tastes nothing like a chewy granola bar. Maybe in milk, it like chewifies it up. That's not a thing. That's not what milk does. Let's try it though. If you gave me 100 chances to describe this cereal with a word, none of those 100 would be chewy. It's crispy, it's light, it's yummy, it's fun, it's nice, it's good, but it is not chewy. The giantest word ever on the box, and it is not that. Let's try again. Okay, I like it. I really like when you get down to the oats that are very clearly Quaker oats. They do oats really well. But I'm not a giant fan of the crispy clusters. I was not so far off when I said they're the shape of lentils. They're about that size. They're about that roundness. And there's so many of them that it seriously tastes like I'm getting like 4 grains of oats to the 1,000 clustery, crispy clusternesses in every bite. Let me try one more. Dare I say that maybe it's getting a little chewy in the milk? No, I am stretching, friends. I am trying to find it. I'm going to leave it for a couple seconds and see if as I'm talking, it becomes more chewy. Maybe the lentils need to suck it up and then become chewied. Even describing them as lentils, that's not a great selling point. I can see why they call them crispy clusters, although maybe you can tell here, many of those clusters have fallen apart. So it is just the individual lentils that are floating around in my cereal. And they're smaller than like the minis line of cereals. So it really tastes like you're eating a different kind of grain, but there is no type of grain you would put in a cereal puffed up like this. All right, I've let it sit long enough, talked mindlessly about lentils. Now it's time to try them one more time to see if they've got any chewiness at all. Come on, Quaker, you can do it. You don't want to be liars. They're liars. What were they thinking? I have a theory that no one from Quaker tasted this cereal before they sent it to market. They assumed by the shape, by the look, that it was going to be chewy. Their graphics guy was like, I thought you told me to put crispy on here. And they're like, yeah, we did. He was confused. They were confused. They shipped it out. I am the first person to eat this cereal, and I declare it is not chewy at all. Let's try the chocolate and just see if that's any different. It's not going to be. Again, chocolate chip is the Chewy granola bar, not just chocolate, and yet that's what we're going to eat. How hard would it have been to just make some of the clusters not brown and chocolatey and then just say it's chocolate chip? Jeez Louise, I'm doing these people's work for them. I shouldn't have to. They're supposed to be professionals. Let's open this up. Totally okay bag. I'm kind of over the bag even, because it's not bringing me any joy at all that they are nothing. Pour it in here. All that lentil talk really it was about this, it turns out. At least those other lentils were pink, which is not an actual lentil flavor. These are brown, much closer to real lentils. Why am I stuck on this lentils thing? I don't know. Let's find, here's a big old cluster, a crispy clusterness. Let's eat this and see if it's chewy at all. Maybe this one is. Maybe they made a mistake. Let's give them that. Maybe, hey, strawberry, who's going to taste that? We're all assuming it's going to be fine because the chocolate one is truly chewy. Let's see if that's true. No, it is not. Oh, it's not even very good chocolate. Huh. Boy, maybe I'm just spoiled. Lately on this channel, we've been eating mini Cocoa Puffs and things that are really great chocolate cereals. This did not taste like very good chocolate. Maybe it'll come alive in milk. We'll see. All right, there goes the milk inside. This kind of has a grape nuts texture look to it, and that's not good. You know how I feel about grape nuts. That is up there. It's just as heavy as grape nuts in the box. That's not true. Hey, actually, I did a grape nuts review in the Old People Cereals episode a while back, and I said that there were only tiny boxes. In the store the other day, I found a huge box. I can't remember how much it is, but I'll put a picture up. Gigantic box of grape nuts. No human on earth could eat through that box. It was incredible. I didn't even buy it because it was like $17 or something, I think. Blew me away. Anyway, I'm sitting here. Let's try this cereal that we're actually reviewing today with milk in it. Chewy granola chocolate with crispy clusters. This one is way worse. If you're going to get the cereal for some reason, which you shouldn't, at least get the strawberry one. That you could taste the oats. You finally get to 3 or 4 oats in every bite. This one I can barely tell that there are oats in it. The chocolate, I can't come up with the word. It's no good. Yeah, nasty. That's what Raven would say about this cereal. It very quickly, the most quickly I've ever seen in my life, turned my milk into chocolate milk. I'm not liking the chocolate at all, but it immediately made the milk. Same thing now that I'm looking at the other one. It's very pink milk in there. So let me just try the milk itself. Boy, maybe I'm spoiled on Nesquik or Hershey's that you put in milk and make chocolate milk. Quaker this is not that. This is something else that's like a second tier, third tier down. And look at how naked now the actual clusters look. Even more than the strawberry, they have fallen apart. I can find barely any like intact clusters left. It's mostly independent, naked lentils. That should be on the box. Instead of Chewy granola, it should be called naked lentils, strawberry and chocolate flavor. Well, this is bad. I would definitely, let's talk reviews. I would definitely give the chocolate one a 1. I didn't like it. It was gross. And the chocolate was bad, and why would you buy this? Don't buy this. Strawberry, I would say, was fine. 0% chewy, which is my biggest complaint, of course, but not repulsive like this one is. I do not like this one. Even in the color scheme right now, some of the lentils are still pink instead of just becoming nude like this chocolate bowl. So again, let's say 3. Let's say 3.5 for these, because it's okay. So my advice, though, would be, who cares? Don't buy it. Eat every other cereal. Quaker, try again. Do something different. This is no good. Well, we have done it all. We talked, we ate, and I'd say we've actually done nothing. We discovered nothing chewy about this cereal, very prominently labeled chewy. So we talked, we ate, and we were frankly confused and appalled. And now it is enough. If you want to try today's cereals for yourselves, don't do it. But they are both now on store shelves, and I really can't tell you why they are on store shelves. And if you haven't yet, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with what cereal we should look at together in a future episode. Until then, never be soggy, my friends. Bye-bye.